Don't have you come off the high of Sunday yet?
Yeah. I think that by the time it gets to Wednesday and you start prepping for the next week, that you kind of get off that high. But doesn't mean that it wasn't an awesome game and a great experience, man. I mean, that last drive, when you watch the tape, you almost just want to go to the last drive because it was such a good time and such a great feeling.
So it was great to relive it, Monday as you watched the film?
Yeah, it was great to relive it. I mean, you go back and watch a gritty performance like that, and it wasn't all pretty. It wasn't sunshines and rainbows the whole day. And you just grind it out, and you work through it, and you come together as a team, and that's a special moment. Given our circumstances and injuries that we've had and the 1-4 start, I mean, that was a special day, but I think the great teams take that special day and they say, okay, let's keep it moving, right? We don't need to be talking about it anymore. It's Wednesday. We got a great team coming in here. We got to take seriously.
Okay, so what are some of the keys to keep this thing going? So 5-4 turns into 6-4.
Continue focusing on us, continuing to build each and every week, not getting complacent, continue to put in that same work week in and week out that we've been doing the last few weeks, and understanding that every team that comes in here every given Sunday, it's anyone's ball game. We've seen that in the NFL. I mean, I'm not going to mention teams because I don't know the rest of our schedule, but there's some teams that are winning games in this league that they probably shouldn't be, you know what I mean, against teams that are better, that have lost. It's just crazy. I think there was this thing I saw, like, one team beat this team, but they're not very good, and that team that was good beat someone else that was really good. It's just kind of crazy. So let's continue to focus on ourselves, continue to build each and every week, to take each team seriously, come together as a team, and we'll be okay.
What's the excitement level with Josh now getting a full week of preparation and not being thrown to the wolves like he was on Sunday?
I'm sure it's great for him, man. This league is the next man up mentality. We all know that, right? That's why you're on a football team, is to come and help. I found that out in Chicago when Ezra went down, and he found that out when Jaron went down. He had 3 days, I had 3 weeks, so I feel for the guy. Plus, it was a quarterback position, but he did a great job. He's a great dude. We love him. We're going to continue to surround ourselves around him and lift him up and show up there on Sunday instead of on the road. Can be in front of the fans here in Minnesota, the Skull chant. Can't wait to be back there and rally behind him.
You say we love him. I mean, just has he endeared himself that quickly with you guys?
Well, you do what he did on a 2-minute drive, and I think everyone loves him, right? But at the same time, he's just a good dude. I got a lot of respect for him. He's been great to me since he's gotten in here. He's a great dude, easy to love, easy to like, easy to play for. I also love guys. I love each and every one of y'all. I could meet you guys for a second, and I love you. So I say I love people pretty easily, man.
Dalton, give me the offensive line breakdown. What do you see from this offensive line? You know, you've played on a couple of them now. Have you come together? Where's this unit at?
Continuing to build. I would never sit here in front of you guys and tell you that we're where we need to be. I think in pass protection we've been growing at a rapid rate and doing a really good job. I think that's been pretty noticeable. The run game has been slow to start. We got to get in Atlanta, the run game was not where we needed to be in the first half, right? Guess what? We opened it up in the second half. We started putting points on the board. We started getting things going. Our defense helped us a ton by getting turnovers, but I think that's one thing that all of us as an offensive line would agree to, is that we want to get the run game established early on and be more effective and play on their side of the line of scrimmage earlier in games to kind of set it up.
How hard is that without Cam Akers?
Cam Akers was a great football player. The battering ram, dude, just a guy that puts his head down and runs north to south. You guys saw what he did to a 300-pound defensive lineman. I mean, dear gosh, bro. So much respect for him. He's been nothing but positive and amazing since he showed up here. So our prayers will be with him. But we got Madison, man, and he's a dog. Got Ty Chandler, man, and he's a dog. We got a lot of other guys in this locker room that'll step up and help us win games. So I'm not worried about it, even though Cam's a great player and helped us in a lot of ways.
The O-line give Cam like a pancake award on that one, or
hey, whenever we see him, man, he's obviously handling his injury and stuff, but he'll be sure to know how much we appreciate that one and us noticing his hustle downfield and me being a gritty guy and valuing hard work. Me seeing him downfield making blocks like that, I love.
And then lastly, you weren't here for the 33-point comeback last year against the Colts, but
I wish I was,
I'm
man.
sure you heard about it.
Yeah.
And since joining, what is about this group that it doesn't blink in adversity like you had Sunday or that type?
Culture.
Yeah.
Culture. Ownership down, culture. That starts with the Wilfs. That then gets to our GM. Then that comes down to our head coach, Kevin O'Connell, and our coaches and the players that they bring in, and the people that they have a part of this locker room, and the media. I mean, I'm talking, this is a whole deal. This is a big ship, man. It's not just us players. It's not just the owners. It's not just the coaches. It's you guys, too. It's the fans. It's everything, bro. Things are done really, really right around here, and when things are done right and you got guys playing for each other, playing for the guy on the left, playing for the guy on the right, when I'm thinking in my head, man, I want to play hard for Chris Cooper. I want to play hard for Justin Riscotti. I want to bust my ass for Kevin O'Connell. I want to bust my ass off for Mr. Wilf, who's going to be in the locker room after. that's when you start getting the most out of your guys. And I think that's a really special part of this organization.